Morning all, and welcome along, and we're out on this no, Top Gun. It's the Maverick WK Colt. There we go. Beautiful little bike. We did the original walk around and ride review on this about 3-4 months ago for WK Bikes, and customer has bought it, and we're going to get out and do the final bit of mileage. Now, it does have a pillion seat. You've got plastic cover. Lift the seat, pop the bolt off the plastic cover, and it will give you your pillion. Loads and loads of subframe on this. Really good design. Plastic cover to shield the front of the engine. But it's all badged up with the 125 on it. Now, the size of the tank, it's absolutely massive, and the big reminder, E5 petrol only. Yes, E5. Put it on, you've got a digital display. Side stand only on this bike, does run on the side stand, and the time is currently 11 o'clock in the morning. We're down at Dobby's. Sticker board is looking really good. We've got another load on there, so Revs a lot has been down and whacked his sticker on. Gear indicator, miles an hour, fuel gauge is here, and your rev counter along the top. Let's wipe that off so we can see it a little bit better, and we've got 6 miles on the bike. Set the handlebars up. I love this. You've got all your degrees, so dead center 0 degrees, and you can set it plus or minus 2 degrees, but 0 degrees absolutely perfect. Start button, kill button, horn, indicator, lights, hazards, and the obligatory pass light to the rear. All your telltales are in a tiny little window down here, so when they come up, left and right indicators are there. Hazards are on the same, neutral and lights on. So it tells you everything that's going on in your little telltale window. Now, we put 5 litres in this, gives you about 3/4 of a tank, but I'd say it's about 10 litres on one of these. But check the spec on it. You've got a mode button, so you can flick around your modes, and clear will clear off your trip meter on this as well. We are trying to park a Tesla. He will get into that spot. You've got a camera on it, use it. Right, we're going to roll out. We are going to get some mileage on the bike. Now, 32-inch leg, and I've got my dirty overalls on, but my knees tuck right dead into the tank. So, even if you're a big, tall rider, say 6'2", you will sit on this bike, find it comfortable. It is teeming it down this morning. Oh, why is it? It was lovely until I got on the bike, and then all of a sudden down starts coming all this drizzle. So what have we been up to? Well, we are going to have a run down to RB Bridge, down through Simpson, back round and back up, taking a little bit of the scenic route. But once the Mavericks are running, you're good for about 60 to 65 mile an hour on one of these. These things absolutely fly, and they get up to speed really quick as well. So just waiting for the traffic to clear. How you doing, buddy? Thought I recognised him. One of our customers. And it's got that typical grum sound to it. Does sound very loud for a 125, and already at 30 mile an hour, and we're only in we'll be in 4th gear. So that gear indicator does come in handy. Drop the revs down, get a little bit of revs up on the bike, through the camera nice and steady, and we shall have the final run out. Now, this one's going out to Michael. He originally had a Diablo, and it's the Diablo that's on one of my videos where it kept shredding the belts. So we found the issue, I think, but it had to have a complete new clutch, variator, rollers, drive belt, absolutely everything on it. Right, we are going to hook a right here, just make sure the traffic sees that I'm indicating before I decide to pull across the roundabout. Noisy little thing this is, but it's lovely, and being so small, even on tight roads you can filter. So what's been going on this week? Because obviously I haven't done a test ride for about 5 days now. Been selling lots of bikes, but I have just been absolutely nuts servicing and MOTing, and I think we did 19 bike MOTs last week before I decided to head off, and we headed out to the ABR festival. So I managed to get out on Saturday, went down to ABR and got there around about, I think it was about 4:30 by the time I got there. Spent about half an hour riding round trying to find Peaky Biker and Graham and John Dyard McLean and Mark from Leeds. Couldn't find them. It was just so many bikes there, it was impossible to find the boys. And the phone signal was absolutely awful. Ended up pulling up the hill, pulled into a little spot that I saw, thought, right, I've had enough, I'm pitching up there. And lo and behold, let's clean the camera, give it a wipe over, there we go, get rid of the drizzle. Pulled up, and lo and behold, right next to me, Tins on tour. So I managed to find Sean and Faye. Lovely couple, had a little bit of a natter with them, met up at the bar, and stood at the bar having a pint. Next thing I know, John Dyard McLean's tapped me on the shoulder. Hello, mate. I'm like, oh, JDM is here. And then all the boys turned up, so we met up with Peaky, Graham, Haggis Whisperer, Mark from Leeds, and then lo and behold, Exeter Rider popped up as well. So we managed to catch up with a load of them. They eventually went off. I'm going to do a quick turnaround under the bridge and have a natter for a minute, because I only need to put a few miles on this bike. But ended up having a natter, and they went off and did their own thing, and I ended up, I'm just going to sit here for a minute, wait for the rain to clear, and ended up chatting with the boys. They went off, did their own thing, I went off and did my own thing, ended up at the dance stage, Crystal Rocks, and whilst wandering around, managed to spot Richie Vida. Hey! We didn't see the elusive TMF, but I know Peaky met up with him. But we did find a couple of other people. Hippodrones was there, never saw him, but there was loads of the bloggers there that I never managed to catch up with, but I said to them, obviously, I was only there for one night. But the ones that I did meet, obviously I had a good old natter with, and most of those are going to Wildbad, but obviously I've got 4 days at Wildbad at the end of this month, so only another 3 weeks to go to Wildbad, and I'm looking forward to that. This week I am out and we are going down to Oakley Bike Club, because the guy that I swapped tickets with, Lee, is going down to Oakley, so I did say to him, I will owe you a pint for sorting me out with your weekend ticket. Much appreciated, thanks Lee. And he does watch my videos now, so thanks Lee, much appreciated mate. And he made use of my one that I had, so we had a little bit of a laugh, had a joke, ended up well done, and enjoyed it, absolutely love it, so much so I've already booked my ABR ticket in advance for next year. I thought I'm going to leave it to the last minute. I have already booked my 2025 ticket, and I have booked an inclusive all-in VIP pass. So 4 days at ABR VIP, and I'm going to get some trails in on the Tiger. How you doing, buddy? So we're going to have a little bit of that. Now, Saturday night, obviously, enjoying it. It started raining. I'm like, oh great, tent took a hammering, but it was very good. I managed to stay the whole night in a dry tent. The only thing was, 2:30 in the morning, I turned over, and my airbed went bang. It didn't just deflate, it boom, and it went down. I'm not a heavy guy, but that is what happens when you buy your airbed from Temu and it only costs £4.50. And obviously, after chatting with a couple of the guys and said, I've slept 5 hours on hard grass, my back is caning, I've had a bad back for the last 3 days. Someone said to me, what you want to invest in is a cot bed. Gets you off the ground, gets your body heat away from the ground, and you want to put an airbed on top, and then your sleeping bag. And you want to invest in the best of the best, because a bad night's sleep can affect you for the next day. Well, it did for the last 3 days, it's affected me. So if you are thinking of motor camping, get yourself a decent tent, but make sure that your comfort level, sleeping wise, is the thing that's not affected. So much so we went on Amazon and we looked at all the reviews and we found one. So we've managed to get, I think it's called a Helix or a Henix or something like that, but I know it begins with H anyway. But we managed to find a cot bed that gets you about 5 inches off the ground. So found that. We found a nice self-inflating airbed that had a really, really good review. Come on, car. If you're not going to go, I am. So we found that. Come to just short of 120 quid. I'm like, right, well, that can sit in the basket. I don't need it until wild bad. And Mrs. B kindly said, no, I'm not having you with a bad back again, being a right old grumpus misery. She bought me the cot bed and the airbed, and also got me an inflatable pillow as well, even though the airbed has one. I know you like 2 pillows, so I've got you an inflatable pillow. And the airbed and the pillow are guaranteed for 12 months. The cot bed's guaranteed for 12 months, so should it fail, then I'll just go out on the day at Wild Bad and pick up another one. Right, we're going to do a right here. We are 8 miles in. Bike is running absolutely fine, as I would expect it to with a WK bike. Corners very quickly though, when you haven't got a learner stuck in front of you. So, RB this week is at Oakley. This Thursday I will have Pilly partner with me, who wants to ride again. So she'll be on the... Why are we slowing down? Oh God, there's a bicycle in the way. Typical. And we're indicating right already. Okay, what, are we going in the funeral parlour, or are we waiting for the roundabout? Indicated too early there then. Oh, and he's got his panniers on. I wonder if he's just come back from ABR. So, Oakley Thursday. Saturday I am at the garage, and eventful weekend. I am putting up the new hot tub. I thought I'll get in the hot tub after doing ABR, and lo and behold, my heater pump's packed up, so it was down to like 20 degrees. I can't get in the hot tub, can't get a new heater pump for it, and it's also got a puncture. So Mrs. B has also got me a new jacuzzi bath. So I've got a new inflatable hot tub coming. That arrives tomorrow, and we're going to put that up Friday, Saturday. So Mrs. B has been treating me. She went, well, you deserve it, all the work that you do. And I'm like, oh, right, okay, yeah, fine. Sunday, though, we are off to Woburn Sands. So if you're going down, we will see you, Super Sausage. And then we're going to have a ride up to Woburn Sands to Emma's Cafe, Pure Triumph at Woburn, because it is classic weekend again. So all the classic bikes are up there this weekend. Also, we'll have a little bit of fun and a run out with Pilly again. So that'll be fun. And then back into it next week. More MOT servicing and other stuff. The GTR is due in tomorrow, along with the Tiger, for Valentino Glossi. Sam is coming out, and he is giving both bikes a full valet, and then the GTR goes up for sale. If you're interested in the GTR, full service history, 43,000 miles on it. It's got the 56 Givey top box on it, brand new set of tyres, new brake pads all round. It's been loved, it's been looked after, it's been debadged, so the Revbon badges are off of it. So she's back to her full glory. If you are interested, drop me a DM. I am going to be advertising that on the Kawasaki pages and on my channel, but it is going to be absolutely immaculate when it goes out, and it's been a much loved bike. So if you're interested in my GTR, £4,000 or nearest offer, and that's what they're selling for on Auto Trader, eBay and all that. And I keep forgetting it's a 5-speed box on this, not a 6, 40 mile an hour. But we're going to head back to the garage, grab a cup of coffee. Michael's test ride for the Maverick is all done. RB has finished waffling, so you know what I'm up to this week. And I should be out on a test ride this week on the Thruxton. Yes, we bought a Triumph Thruxton. I am going to be taking that out for a walk around and a ride review. The VMAX has sold. Guy come in, he said, I've seen the video of the VMAX. It did have an oil light on. I went, yes, I know. It had old oil in it, it did need a service, it had been stood for a while. We've done an oil change on it and it runs absolutely fine now, no oil light. So that is up for sale, that's going in about a week's time. I'm in for PDI on that later today. I've got a lot of bikes to do today, and we're out on the final ride test of the Diablo in a minute. So customers picking that up, I think, Friday. So we're out on the Diablo. Go on cars, cut the road. So tile and bathroom mounting. Yes, not much going on in there, as you can see from the car park. They don't sell a lot. How they're making any money, I do not know. But we are back, so whatever you're doing this week, have yourself a good one. We shall be back later for the midweek mumble, Wednesday night midweek mumble with Peaky from ABR, who met loads of celebs and was beaming like a Cheshire cat all weekend. But until next time, guys, whatever you're doing, be well, ride safe. And from RB on the WK Bikes Maverick, as always, it's a big goodbye from me.